I forgot to introduce this vlog. I'm reading a bunch of books in preparation for Villains and Vixens, which is a bookish convention that right now, as you see this, I'm going to in like 19 days, okay? I'm reading indie romantasy books. I read some really great bangers in this. I read a couple duds in this. It's a whole gamut, hence why it's a little bit longer. So if you're ready for some new, like maybe book recs that you haven't really heard of a lot, sit back, grab some coffee, have a great day, and let's get jiggy with it.
We are monsters. We give and we take. We get.
What did you get that pizza for?
Reading.
Yeah! Alright, go eat it.
I love a strawberry side on the side next to you. No wasting time, can you tell me the truth? I'm feeling you, yeah, I'm feeling you. Oh, oh, be honest, tell me what's on your mind. Oh, baby, when I lay my eyes on you from...
Hello, friends. You know what time it is. Conversations with Rainy in the car. Shh, ignore this terrible ass hair. Like, dear God, this could not be more awful. I went to take a break from my family to go to the bookstore just to peruse, because I just needed a break. And I was very excited to see that they had a book that they said they did not have in stock last week. A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. I had never even heard of this book until Rachel from Raven Haired Reader shared it like 2 weeks ago. And I'm a little scared now that I look at it, because Carrie Maniscalco and Sue Lynn Tan have both said that they love this book. And I DNF'd Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and I hated Kingdom of the Wicked. But I'm gonna hope, okay? It says a dancer turned spy must decide how far she will go to secure her freedom. You know what? I'm gonna hope this is great. I'm gonna hope this is everything that I desire it to be. Was I hoping that they would have Tenderly I Am Devoured out a little early? Yes, but alas, they didn't. And then also, I came home to this as I was leaving, and I was gonna unbox this for you later. I'm kind of obsessed. I might just unbox it right now in the car, because this is from Midnight Whispers, and I know exactly what this is, if I could find the opening. There it is. I ordered this probably 6 or 7 months ago. It is the second and third book, so the final books to the, I don't know the name of the trilogy, but it's called A Kiss of Iron by Claire Sager, and I'm obsessed with that book. Like, it's one of my favorite romantasies of like all time. And so when they continued on with the special editions, I said yes. So I'm gonna open these right now. And we're gonna see how they are. Ooh, the last book is a shorty patorty. Okay, hold on. I gotta unwrap some shit. I like that they do this wrapping, but then I also don't, because it takes me 5,000 years to get it off. But you know, if it's keeping my book safe, then it's doing its job. So this is book 2, A Touch of Poison. Very pretty. Let's see. Ooh, ooh. Love to see it. Let's see if the back is different. Oh, it is. It's him. And then what about the, let's see. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. I do love this. It's like very subtle. And I have not continued on with this series, although I probably should now that I own special editions. But let's open book 3. Although it makes me question, why is the final book the shortest of all? Like, what's going on? What's going on there? Because before we look at it, book 2, like book 1 was like 700 pages. Book 2 is 500 pages. I turned the music on. My bad. And book 3, before I show you it, is 400 pages. Interesting. I have thoughts on that. Okay? Is she wearing an outfit? I'ma only show you the top half. It looks a little scandalous. Okay. And then, beautiful as always. Matches the vibe. Okay, we're gonna have to hold on a second, because there are people getting in their car next to me, and I don't need them to know that I'm doing this, okay? Although, this does have me wonder, why is the third book so much shorter? I have questions. I need answers. But anyway, I'm very excited to have these for my collection. So I got those. I got A Dance of Lies. I'm going to head home now and hang out with my children for a little bit before I have to teach circus tonight. Oh, also, they had $1 off of iced teas. So I got a green tea lemonade because the woman convinced me that I would like it. And I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. I'm not a huge green tea girly, but she said it was delicious. So I just listened. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not my favorite, but it's fine. All right, we're going to head home now. Hello, friends. Trying not to freaking film in slow-mo again like I did in the car. Thank God iPhone lets you fix that shit easily. Okay, I'm using my phone because my camera is dead as a doornail. So I am charging it right now. Okay, we have some updates. We have bookish updates. We have other updates. You've already seen half of the bookish updates because I filmed in the car as I was going to the bookity bookstore. Start with the reading updates. Now, you're not going to see this in this vlog, although I did read this for Villains and Vixens, but I read it at the end of June for Amazing Readathon, and I didn't vlog it, and I should have. But I did just finish Till Death by Miranda Lynn, and I am going to be purchasing her special edition of this, and I absolutely loved this, gave this 4.5 stars. At the beginning, I thought this was going to be a 5. I really did. I thought it was going to be a best book of the year. I was having so much fun with it. It really dragged in the middle. I mean, it's 600 pages, does not need to be, could easily be 400, 450. Maybe, okay? Maybe 500, maybe, okay? But there was some stuff that was dragging, but I still had a really great time with this. And I love that the next book is going to follow a completely different character from this book. Like, they're interconnected standalones. And I'm very excited for this because I love Paisha very much in this book. So I'm excited to see that. And then my other update for you, my Kindy is charging, which I don't know if I ever showed you the back of it, but that's so freaking cute. Anyway, I'm reading In the Shadows by LB August. Which, fun fact, I got an arc for this like a year ago before it came out and was on the street team. And that was back when I was a baby romantasy girly. I didn't know what I was doing. I hardly knew about arcs and street teams and all of the things. I am well seasoned now, and I failed epically in my approach to this. So I am reading this now, finally, because she has a special edition. However, I looked at the special edition. It's not necessarily my favorite. I probably won't order it. It's not like the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Like, I've seen way better for that price. But I probably will still buy this on Amazon, or won't buy it on Amazon. I'll buy it from her because she's still selling the original copy, and I will get her to sign it because I'm eating this shit up. I'm loving this book. Okay. So this one is about our main girl, Lily. And in the very beginning, she is in this romantic relationship. I think they're like 16 at this point with the guy that she wants to be with. And she thinks that they're each other's Amari, which Amari are like soulmates, like tethered to each other essentially. And at the very beginning, she gets, it's like, this is not spoiled. Like, this is in the whole back of the book. In the beginning of this, she gets these shadow-like powers and gets killed by someone when they find out that she has these powers. And so the love of her life, the love of his life, gets taken away from him. Then 10 years later, you find out that she is the queen of this other kingdom and that it was all a ruse. Like, not a ruse, but she wasn't actually killed. And he had his memory wiped, so he has no idea who she is anymore. And so they've been separated for 10 plus years. And they end up having to work together. I'm not entirely sure for what yet. I haven't gotten there yet. But, like, she knows who he is, but he doesn't know who she is. And that they are long lost soulmated lovers. Okay? And she is a shadow mommy. Okay? A shadow mommy. We love to see it. We love to see it. I'm having the best time with this. I'm having the best time. Although it was very sad at like 15% in when like they have this attraction because obviously they're soulmates, but he doesn't know. And she wants to tell him. And she knows it's going to go bad if she does because he doesn't remember her. And it'll just bring back heartache that he doesn't understand. And I'm struggling. But I'm having the best time with this. Loving this. And it's duet narration. Loving that even more. So I am hoping to get a lot further in that within the next day or two. So anyway, I will hopefully be reading a lot more of that tonight because I am having a great time with that book. But let's also talk about some bookish stuff that came in the other day that I never talked about. So I own the first book in the, I think it's the Beasts of the Briar series by Elizabeth Helen. It's like the Beauty and the Beast, Why Choose romantasy retellings. And I don't know where book 1 is right now. It's somewhere. Maybe I'll find it. Here's book 1, right? Stunning. They did the next 3 books in the series. I hope they do the 5th one too. I'm assuming they will, but you never know. We have our main dude. This is not my favorite brother. Not brother. They're not brothers. They're all princes. I'm not going to show all of the artwork because I feel like that's kind of spoilery as you get on in the books. And I can't even remember their names right now. I'm definitely going to have to probably reread book 1, which I wouldn't be sad about because I binged it in a day. I had so much fun. But I remembered that he was not my favorite boy, but that's okay. And this one was also not my favorite dude. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. Although the next one is a favorite man of mine. and it's the chunkiest. I think, let me see. They go from like 400 pages. This one is 500 pages. Okay. And then the final one is, okay, 650 pages. Okay. So we went up a little. We went up a little in this spicy romantasy. But I'm so happy to have all of those. I really, really hope that they do finish the fifth one and like continue on so I can have special editions of all of them. But yeah, that's like all that's been going on lately. This is blowing my mind that I'm filming stuff and reading books and it's a month ahead because I have all my battle vlogs for Battle of the Booktubers. Like I'm a whole ass month ahead. Like I could not read a lick and be fine. Blowing my mind. So you've already seen that I've read Rose and Chains. You've probably read it with us. And right now, I don't know what we're reading because it is June 30th when I'm filming this. So I don't know what we're reading for August. I don't know. Okay, but I've been rambling on for 5 million years. So I'm going to go. I feel like this update is very unhinged. But I was not expecting this shadow mommy to also be bi. Which kind of love was not ready for that. Hello friends, sorry for the air, sorry for the hair, sorry for everything. I'm a hot mess express right now. Also, I'm wearing this outfit, which doesn't really look like a big outfit because my friend is having a birthday party and the theme was to either dress spooky or dress like them, and all they wear all the time is flannel and black. So that's what I'm dressing up as. Anyway, I'm on here because I realized as I was editing this vlog that I never shared with you my end thoughts for In the Shadows. I did intro thoughts and then didn't share. And the reason is because I didn't update at all while I was reading because I read it all in one sitting. I kid you not. After that, the next day I sat down and I just ate that shit up. When I tell you that this is, at this moment, although it goes back and forth between this and Nocticadia, my best book of the year, like, I'm so serious. I'm so freaking serious. I love this. I loved this so much. I've made a TikTok about it like since then. I'm obsessed with this book. I just love that it did Fated Mates in a new, unique way that like didn't make me want to gag barf. It had a shadow mommy. Shadow mommy. We do love to see it. That was she was bi. She was powerful. She was strong. She was amazing. I just loved everything about this. It was just so unique. And the cliffhanger it left me on. It's kind of very sad. And I immediately ordered the special edition of it that I'm going to be picking up from her, LB August, at Villains Vixens, which I'm so excited about. I love this book. I feel like it was just really uniquely done for a romantasy. It kept me going throughout the entire time. I loved the banter. I loved the relationship. I just loved everything. I loved the other characters in the book. Like, I need more. I need more. And there's no release date in sight for book 2, which I am very saddened by. But I need you to know that this book was fantastic. I highly recommend it. Please go give this book some love. It needs to be read by more people. I'm so beyond obsessed, like, so beyond obsessed. So anyway, that was my update for In the Shadows. It was not very great, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to be fine. Right now, I am highlighting my authors list. This is all color coded between, what did I color code? Authors that I pre-ordered from, authors that I am bringing books that I want signed by them from, authors I want to meet if I can still, authors I want to meet if I have time still, and then authors that I have DNF'd from that I'm probably just going to ask for a book plate. So this is getting kind of full. So I'm going to keep working on that. And then we'll see what book I get into next. Hello, friends. I'm supposed to be giving you an update for In the Shadows right now. Now, you've already seen all of my edits for In the Shadows because I put all of them together. However, in the middle of In the Shadows, I got distracted by book talk, tiki talk, whatever you want to call it. And there was a book that had been making the rounds on the channel, and I already had it in my mind because that author is going to Villains and Vixens, but like she doesn't have any pre-orders, and it makes sense because these are her only books. They're about to get tried pubbed. And so like I was like, okay, well, if I like these books, I'll just buy them off Amazon before they go out of print, and I will, you know, end up having them for her to sign. And that is Us Dark Few by Alexis Patton. It is a dystopian romantasy, or a dystopian romance, not romantasy. A dystopian romance, although I would say it is more a dystopian novel with a subplot of romance, because yes, I have already finished the first book and I am already into the second book, and we're going to talk about that right now, okay? Started it because it was short. It was only like 320 pages, and everyone was saying how good it was and that it gave Divergent vibes, and I loved Divergent. So I was like, okay, let's check it out. And so this story is about Kalani and Takeshi. And basically in this dystopian world, it takes place 300 years in the future. Earth is not inhabitable anymore because of radiation. And so only rich people get to live in like this dome on the top of the earth and still like experience Earth, but like safely. And all the poor people have to live underground. And then there's also a prison underground. And if you know, are a bad person, you get sent to this prison. And you can get sent to this prison for lots of different things. But the main thing that also makes this dystopia is that they don't allow art of any kind at all. And anything they find that's artistic, they throw into the archives. And if you're caught with something artistic, you get sent to jail. So in the beginning of the book, Kalani ends up having stolen something. I'm going to say stolen because you'll find out what really happens later. Piece of poetry, and gets put into this jail. And so she is in jail, and her captor, or her guard, is the captain of the guard, Takeshi. And it's their love story. Now, it's very slow burn. There is a lot of tension and angst, okay? So I went into this book, read it in like a day. I did not have time to update you. I could not stop turning the pages. And then at the literal end got me. And I will just say, if you want a man that'll do anything for a woman, he literally ripped the head off of a guy for her. A guy that was attacking her, okay? I want you to remember that the next time you're like, I need a wonderful book boyfriend in my life. Takeshi is the one for you. And I have already started Us Deadly Few because I need to read it. It's also like 300 pages. It's also going to apparently leave me on a really awful cliffhanger. Apparently it's even better than book 1. I ate this shit up. This series is going to be in my top reads of the year. It could, the second one could maybe even be my top book of the year. The first one's not going to knock out my #1 book, which at this point I can say it because everybody has seen it. It's not going to knock out Nocticadia. I don't know if anything is going to knock that book out of the water, but this is doing really well, okay? So I will try to update the vlog for my thoughts on Us Deadly Few, because I need more of you to read these mother-freaking books. I really do. I really do. Anyway, at this point, it is 4th of July, so I am going to, let this go, move on with my life. In an ideal world, I will not read more of Us Deadly Few right now, and I will continue on with In the Shadows so that I can finish this. Now, I will say at this point, I do not plan on getting the special edition, as I've already said. I'm just going to buy the book on Amazon. She did have a regular edition of her book, but it wasn't regular. It still had sprayed edges and all this stuff, and it was still like $50, and the other special edition was $60, and I was like, I'm not going to spend $50 on that book. I would be willing to buy this from Amazon, though, and get it signed by her, so I think I'm going to do that. And then, I will finish this. I will read Us Deadly Few, and then I'm just going to go through the list, the next one, and see what is the next pre-order that closes. Do I want that book? And decide. And I have started, since I've done this vlog, been thinking a lot more about only pre-order the ones that you absolutely need, and then go in with the money and mindset that if this other book is available at their booth, it's meant for you to have. If it's not, it's not meant for you to have. But you don't have to get every book just because it's beautiful. You only have to get books that you're going to live, laugh, love for the rest of mankind. Okay? My wallet will be happier when Rainy thinks of it that way. Okay, I'm going to stop yambling on at this point, and I will check in on an update at a later date.
Hello friends, you know what time it is. Conversations with Rainy on the road. Shh. And I am just headed back from 2nd and Charles for their penny a page sale. So, if you don't know what that is, obviously, it is this store, this used bookstore, that twice a year they do a penny a page sale, and you can buy up to 5 books for literally a penny a page. And so that's when I normally go and get my giant ass books that are like, 700,000 pages or whatever. So I did get 3 books. I'm not going to hold them up. I'm just going to say what they are, okay? I did get Neverkeep by Suzanne Valenti and Caroline Peckham. The like spin-off series for Zodiac Academy. Now I will say the cover is kind of ripped, but it was used for $15, and then I got it for $7.36 because there's 736 pages. I figured I could just take the cover. I'm never going to get rid of that book because I know that I like Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti books. So I took it, right? And then I am slowly trying to collect all of the Cassandra Clare books that are in the world because I want to read her entire Shadowhunter series. And I'm getting frustrated because I started collecting the Mortal Instruments in paperback, but every time I find the last 2 books in the series, it's always in hardcover, and I have like the original OG covers, and so I'm trying to find the OG covers for City of Lost Souls and City of Heavenly Fire. So I ended up getting, we're actually at a red light, Chain of Gold, the collector's first edition, which is really awesome because like literally so pretty. And then I also got book 2 in the Eldest Curses, the Lost Book of the White. So I only have, there was another book that I should have gotten there that I didn't get, and I didn't think about it. It was called like The Ghost of the Shadow Market, and I didn't know what that was. And then since looking it up, I realized I should have bought it, but oh well. With that, I only need Chain of Iron, that Ghost Shadow Market book, and then the Lost Souls and the Heavenly Fire. So I only need 4 more books to complete my whole set. I plan on at some point starting this journey, maybe reading a book a month. Will that take me over 2 years or almost 2 years? Yes. Yes, it will. But I don't know. I kind of just want to read all of Cassandra Clare. Like, I started it when I was in middle and high, and then I just never continued on. So I might try that at some point. But anyway, that is not why we are gathered here today. We are gathered here today to talk about Us Deadly Few, which I am now 70% in, okay? And I do plan on finishing it today. I need this vlog to be over. I'm struggling. And you know why? It's just not the right time for me to be reading this book. It's really not. I read the first book at the perfect time. I really did. And now this one, I think the reason this one's not hitting for me, well, that was terrifying. My phone fell out of its stand, landed on the Prindle, and turned my car into neutral while I'm driving. The second book is a lot of dystopian, like, we need to get out of here, we need to break a plan, like, traveling, like, I'm just not really caring. And they're, like, mad at each other, well, one's mad at the other. So the romance is only now really kicking in at 70%, and the action is only really happening now at 70%. It was turning into a travel book, and we all know I don't F with travel. I just don't. So I'm trying, but this is not really hitting, which is sad because I 5-starred the first book and I don't know what I'm going to do. Now this one is easy enough to listen to. Like I said, I was at 40% this morning. I'm at 70% now. I will finish it today because I want this vlog to be over. I really do. I want this vlog to be over. That I do. So it'll be over. But it's just okay. I'm sad about it. I do love Takeshi and Kalani. I really do. I'm still interested in book 3. I did buy both of these off Amazon. They're actually, she just got traditionally published, so the covers are going away, the old covers, and I wanted these ones signed by her, so I did buy them off Amazon. So I'll at least have that. I actually purchased a lot of stuff for Villains and Vixens today, which was exciting. I purchased bubble mailers so that I would be able to, you know, make sure the books that I am bringing and that I'm bringing home are safely transported. And then I bought my cart, which just got here, which I need to build and decorate with stickers. I bought a portable travel phone stand, like, what is it, like a selfie stick thing that, like, Bree from Four Paws recommended that she uses on her phone, like, to use, you know, for, like, vlogging. I got, this is the thing I'm most excited about, a back camera. So, like, I know everybody always says, when you film on your phone and you do TikToks and Reels and things, that you should use your back iPhone camera because it's way better quality than your regular camera, but it's hard to see yourself. Obviously you can't see yourself, so I got a back camera that magnetizes to the back, and so I can literally just see what my camera is doing, which that's going to be great for vlogging too. I'm absolutely sure it's going to be in this event. And then I also got a portable charger, so that I have that because I know that my phone is going to die easily, and so I'm going to want that during the day to charge my phone up for pictures and autographs and videos and all the things. So I am prepared. I am prepared for Villains and Vixens. At this point, it's 20 days out. I started this vlog in July though, so this vlog is like a hodgepodge mess express of like everything. But I am so very excited. Now I'm rushing to get home because I'm supposed to be doing Friends watch-along sprints in 10 minutes, and I don't know if I'm going to make it home. And I literally left the bookstore 30 minutes early, but I forgot it's freaking preview day for college, and so because of that, everyone and their mother is at the university, and I had to drive past the university to get home. Worst, stupidest decision I've ever made in my life. So that be that, but it is what it is. I'm almost home. I'm going to watch some Friends. I'm going to finish this book. I will give you a final update, and then we will be done with this. I'm in my children's bedroom. I'm sorry for the window right behind me, but this is the only place that I could film an update at this moment.
Anyway, I finished Us Deadly Few. 5 stars. This, I wasn't sure was going to knock it out of the park for me. And I definitely feel like this was read a book not necessarily at the right time. Until I got to a certain point, about 70% in. And the feelings, the romance, everything that I was missing from this one, but it makes sense why I was missing from this one, was so good. And then one chapter from the end, something crazy happened, and I went, okay, I know that didn't actually happen. Like, that didn't happen. And then the last page happens, and I go, no! I'm shooketh. I need Us Deviant Few to come out ASAP because I need to know what's going to happen with Takeshi and Kalani. That's all I need to know. That's all I'm going to say. This is a really good dystopian romance if you're like actually interested in like the more politics side of it and like the band of teammates trying to come together to like fight a greater good. And if you want a man that will literally pluck your eyeballs out for touching you inappropriately, Takeshi is your man, okay? This book was so good. This series is so good. I can't wait to meet the author at Villains Vixens. And now both my kids are in this room, so I'm probably going to cut this clip short. But I loved it. I'm so happy I read this. And, you know, on to bigger and better things. Hello, friends. I need to do an update on Raise Hell because I have started this and I am 30% in. And I feel like I'm doing a terrible job at updating books for this vloggity vlog. So it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I am kind of slumping right now, if we're being honest. I'm filming this like towards the end of July. And I just am feeling the pressure of having to go back to work soon. And so then I'm like, okay, I don't have time to read, but like I need to read because I have a bunch of books that I'm in the middle of. I'm in the middle of the most books I've probably ever been in the middle of in my life. And I need to finish some books. And there's probably only 2 or 3 more that I absolutely need to read by July 31st to decide if I'm going to pre-order them or not. Because I'm only pre-ordering books that I've read to know that I like will absolutely love them. That leaves me the ability to still check out new authors and things at Villains and Vixens, but I'm not just buying books and they're really expensive and not loving them. Because the edition for Raise Hell is like $70. I think that it's beautiful, but I don't know if I need it. And at 30% in, I still don't know if I need it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused at this story. I am really liking the vibes. So it has like witchy vibes, okay? And we have our main girl, Lee, and she is a lunar witch, which apparently is like no bueno. Like you're not allowed to be a lunar witch. Like they're killed off for some reason that I'm not quite understanding. And if I'm getting this right, there are these documents that like are like, she's a princess. So her family is royal and her brother, her dad and her sister, or is it brother, I believe were killed by like this like evil side of like the town called Nyx. And it had to do with something about these papers that exist that are part of their kingdom that have been stolen away. However, apparently the real papers were stolen. There was like fake papers or something, but basically it shows that like in their lineage that a bunch of lunar witches come from her family. And her family doesn't know that she's a lunar witch, and they will find out if she doesn't find the papers before the rest of them. And she can't let them know that she's a lunar witch. Meanwhile, she has to have a bodyguard, which is this dude named Wilder, who's trying to get into this thing called like the Dhamma, which I'm not exactly 100%. I feel like I'm not explaining this well because like that's my understanding of this. There is so much like world building and explanation in this that like I'm a little lost in the sauce if we're being honest. But I like the story and I like the characters and I like the writing. So it's like I'm struggling because I'm not fully understanding what's going on, but I'm interested enough that like I'm having a good time. So it's sitting at like a 3.54 star, but I don't know yet. I probably will skip the pre-order just because like I'm not live laugh loving this and it's $70. Maybe I'll buy it when I'm there. You know, I could be persuaded, but I'm not going to guarantee that till I finish this book. So I need to get a lot further into this book today. I would love to get like maybe 50-60%. I mean, in an ideal world, I'd love to finish the book, but that's not going to happen. It's fine. Everything's fine. So that is my update for this. It's just kind of okay. And I do only know one other person that has read this. I think Tori read this in a vlog and she either had the same thoughts as me or she DNF'd. I don't know, but I'm like liking it. Like I like the atmosphere. I just feel like maybe the whole story was not executed the best.
It is what it is. But after that, I will hopefully get to one more book in this vlog. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I have a couple of ideas. I might need to switch over to Lunaria by Kara Douglas because now she has a special edition and I've heard that book is really good. But I was also looking into reading, is it called The Book of Sin by H.M. Wolf? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to read, but I don't have a lot of pre-order ones to read yet. I do know that I'm just going to pre-order The Poisoner by L.V. Ophelia without having ever read it, and I already will have a special edition of it coming from Lit Haven, but I just have a feeling I'm going to love it, and her special edition is, like, so beautiful. Same thing for Melissa K. Rourke. I've never read Reign of Shadow and Endings, but, like, I've read Lady of Darkness and really enjoyed it, and so, like, I want the special edition. I do. I do. Okay, I've talked long enough for now. I will come back to you with an update at a later time.
Gets cold, let's turn up the heat, yeah. With every beat we feel, the night could be surreal. Could be surreal. When the beat drops down low, let it pull you in real close. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? The rhythm pulling me deeper. You know I'm caught in gravity, falling. I can't believe this night just belongs to me and you. Can you feel me? And when the lights get low.
Okay, I'm sorry for like the very low quality filming, but I didn't want to get up and get my camera. I'm 35% into this. Why is it that this man is obsessed with her already? They've had like 2 interactions. This is their second interaction, his first official day as her bodyguard. And he already is saying 1,000,001 comments about all he wants to do is like get inside of her. And then like the first conversation that they're having, he like goes in between her legs and kisses her already. And I'm just like, no. I'm sorry. But no. Like, I'm kind of annoyed, but that makes me want to stop reading because I'm just like, why are you so infatuated and obsessed with her already? Like, literally, you've been her bodyguard for like 5 hours. Man, I was hoping this book was going to do really well. I just had a feeling I would like it. I might DNF. I'm not sure yet. Hello, friends. All right, let's do a little bit of an update. It's been a little bit of time since I last updated you with Raise Hell. So before we get to that, let's do a little Target haul. I went to Target for one thing, and you know how it is. You go for one thing and you get like 5 other things, but it's fine. I went there to get my daughter this little nap mat because she's had this before, and the one from last year was old. And it's really great because it literally is Velcro strapped and everything, and they open it up and they have a pillow and a blanket, and it's all easy for their preschool. So I can just wrap this up, roll it up, pack it in her backpack every week, and it comes home at the end of the week and I wash it, and it's great. Although I learned from my mistakes this time, I didn't realize that you could take the pillow out when you washed it, and that's why it got ruined so quickly. I've learned from the error of my ways. But then while I was also there, she had gotten this backpack lunchbox combo from like Office Depot, where my husband works, but they didn't have a water bottle with it. So then I looked and they had that same backpack and lunchbox at Target, but they had the water bottle with it. So I got her a cute little water bottle.
She's a strawberry girl this year. And then while we were there, because they also had this, and honestly, this is just prime marketing, having all this in the same place. They had like little matching reusable snack bags, and Lincoln is very upset that I didn't buy him a pack, and I almost did. I almost did. So I'm going to have to go back to Target. But I got all that stuff for baby girl. And then of course we went to the bookstore, as you saw. And we can't ever not get a book. This was like $9 cheaper than it is at Barnes. And I have been eyeing this for a hot minute. And oh, excuse me. I haven't looked at this yet. First there's this. Then there's that. What? There's a whole ass map. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? I love this. This just made this purchase a million times better. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to get to this. I need to get to this soon. I've heard it's so good. I can't wait to get my little paws all over this. Okay. So let's do a couple of updates. One, I have to update my Villains and Vixens spreadsheet, not for pre-orders, thank goodness, because this author has not announced that she's doing pre-orders, but this author is coming. And I have never read a book by her, and I own 2 of them. And that is Miss Grace Draven, who she wrote Radiance, and she also wrote Entreat Me, and I own both of these, and I've never read either of these, and I would love to read at least one before I meet her. I will most likely get to Radiance. I would love to get to Entreat Me. But this one is much bigger, so we will have to see. So I need to update my spreadsheet on that. And now I need to actually like tell you reading things, right? So, well, since we have last talked, I have paused Raise Hell. And by pause, it means I will maybe get back to it at the end of this vlog, and I might also not. Because right after I left you, I read literally just another chapter. And it was from Wilder's perspective. And it's like he's met this girl twice. One interaction before being her bodyguard and one interaction with being her bodyguard. And he's already wanting to like jump her bones and saying all this inappropriate stuff about her and getting up in between her legs and like trying to kiss her and stuff. And I'm just like, this is too insta love for me. And if this is a Fated Mates thing, then I'm extra annoyed because I'm so sick of people doing that. I'm just sick of it. I'm annoyed. Anyway, I had to pause. Had to press swerve, okay? So because of that, I was like, okay, I'll come back to this book. What's another book that I have been thinking about pre-ordering? And the only other one that I was considering was Worthy of Fate by A.N. Caudle. Now, I know that Moonlight Book Box did a special edition of this, and I was just going to get that on Mercari, but then my friend brought up a good point. They don't have book 2 in Moonlight Book Box edition, so I wouldn't have a matching set for the duology. And these ones, while the design on the front is like not that exciting, there is bright edges, there's end pages, there's extra like overlays and all this stuff. So it's something to consider. So I am happy to report that I'm 33% into Worthy of Fate. And I would hold up my Kindle, but my Kindle is in my gym bag, which is in the car. And I'm too lazy and scared out the dark, honestly, at midnight, because it is midnight when I'm filming this, to go get it. But I'm 33% into Worthy of Fate, and I am having a much better time. Much better time. So this has our main girl, Kaya, and she has this mark on her arm. And I've been reading a couple of books lately where like people are marked in different ways, and it's been kind of interesting. But basically she has this mark on her arm. And as soon as it lights up, she knows that she has to go participate in these things called trials, basically. Different gods that like bless certain people during these trials and make them be called the worthy. They are considered the worthy ones. And you can only have, I think, one worthy one per god. And so basically every 10 years they have this trial where only the best of the best get through to like 3 trials to the end, and then a god will choose them. And then they basically have to do like a fight to the death between like whichever god. Let's say one of the gods has like 5 people he has chosen worthy before. I don't know how they choose who gets to go up against them, but that one person has to fight against them, and then either the new person wins and gets to move on with the other ones and live a life of like worthiness, or the old person gets to stay. So it depends on who wins. And so our main girl gets the mark, and she has to go compete in these trials. There is this dude, and I'm not going to say a lot about this dude because a lot has not been divulged quite fully yet, but I feel like that was a terrible explanation. I feel like I'm always so bad at explaining these books. I really am. But there's a lot of word building in this, but I'm understanding this a lot more than Raise Hell. And I'm getting very intrigued. I'm getting invested. We are getting dual POV, although I must say I absolutely hate the male voice for this narration. I cannot get behind it. Cannot get behind it. Not even a little bit. So, it's fine. It is what it is. But I'm enjoying this book a lot more. I will hopefully get a lot further in this so that I can finish this and decide whether I'm going to pre-order this or not. And then I will be done with my pre-orders, and I will gladly share at the end of this what I am pre-ordering. And then, you know, I'm just leaving it open to a list of authors that I'm like, if they have it and it's there and it's live and I want it, sure, I'll buy it. But I'm not going to pre-order it. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. So I'm having a good time with Worthy of Fate. I am excited to continue on with it. That is probably going to be the last book for this vlog, because at this point we will have had 4 books that I will have read for this. Yeah, I think. So anyway, yeah, that is the plan. I need to go to bed because my dad is coming into town tomorrow because my brother is moving back home and my dad is helping him move up all his stuff to the storage unit and stuff. I thought he was coming Wednesday, but he's coming tomorrow. And I already have to get up really early tomorrow because there is a uniform thrift sale at my school. And I already have to get up really early tomorrow because there's a uniform thrift sale. So there's a uniform thrift sale at my school at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And I don't know how many people are crazy like me and are going to show up exactly at 8 to shop. But me and my mother-in-law are meeting there to divide and conquer, because Lincoln, I need all the cheap ass clothes that I can get. Like, uniforms are not cheap, and I need all the little kid pants and all the little kid shirt and all the little kid hoodies. And yes, I'm gonna rob them. I'm gonna wipe them clean. I'm gonna get all the stuff, okay? Because this girl does not want to spend an arm and a leg on uniform clothes, especially because he stains stuff. He grows super fast. I just need the goods, okay? I just need the goods. So I'm doing that tomorrow morning, and then I will see my dad for a little bit. I have to go get fingerprinted again for my job tomorrow, which is very annoying, but like, we have this new system, so I have to get re-fingerprinted. But then I get free dinner tomorrow at my favorite Mexican restaurant because my dad is taking us out. So I'm not too sad about that part of it all. Okay, I've once again been talking forever, so I'm gonna let you go. I will check in with you later.
Hello, friends. You know what time it is. Conversations with Rainy in the car. And I'm headed to pick up groceries. We have started doing Instacart grocery pickup so that we don't have to go into the store and I don't buy extra stuff that I shouldn't. And it has been life-giving. We've been spending significantly less money on groceries per week. Anyway, with that being said, my fairy loot box came. And I'm pretty sure that it is the, next month's book, or this month's book, July's book. So it's Arcana Academy. Is it Arcana? I don't freaking know. But I'm very excited because we are reading this for my Tortured Readers book club for August. And so I'm excited because I was literally about to film my, August TBR, and I was going to talk about this book, but I didn't have it yet. And now I don't have to put a picture on the screen. So it's very exciting. Sorry, I was using my keys to open it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, they boxed it up different this time. I think they changed the way they box stuff up. My only question is, where is the opening? Okay, there it is. I can ever get it out. Oh, that's very pretty. Oh, the tarot cards. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, this is stunning. Let me see. Freaking beautiful. And I love, oh my gosh, I love this. Let me look at the back. Wait. Oh, if I can put it on. This is a very pretty special edition. Let me see. Oh, yes. I am just going to say they really knocked it out of the park with this one. This is beautiful, and I'm very excited to read this. How many pages is this? It's 550. Okay. She a chunker. I'm so excited. This is beautiful. Okay, so got my book from Romantasy. And actually, funny, I am reading Shield of Sparrows right now, which this is not for that vlog. I'm reading this for a different vlog. This is neither here nor there, but whatever. And I am 100 pages away, and I'm loving this book. I really am. So when that vlog comes out, you'll see that I'm loving that. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up some groceries now. Hello, friends. You know what time it is. It's Conversations with Rainy in the car. And this is a rather sad update. Sad end to this vlog. I have decided after 70%, now actually I don't have that book held up right now because I'm reading a different book, but I have decided after 70% that I am DNFing Worthy of Fate. Now you may say, Rainy, you got 70% into this book, why are you DNFing? Because it's 579 pages, y'all. Do you know what page I'm on currently? 399. I still have like 185 pages to read. That is like a whole almost half-ass book. It's almost a novella, okay? I've already read a story. And I know the last time we chatted, I was enjoying the book. And I was. But then I really got to thinking about it. I got to thinking about a lot of things. And I saw some reviews, and this really helped sway it. The whole premise of the book talks on the back about this trial between gods, and fated, people, and how she ends up having to compete in this trials. The trials between the gods is over at 15%. And then that's it. And then they move on. And I'm like, why was that on the back of the book if that's not really a part of this story? And then as the story progresses, I wasn't annoyed with the fated mates at first because of the way they set it up. I was like, okay, so it's not just your typical fated mates. It's as soon as she became worthy, her fated mate thing turned on. And so he realized he had a fated mate. That wasn't the problem. But the whole thing is they're not allowed to get together because they're both worthy, and there's never been a fated mates pairing of two worthy people. That would be too much power in the world. And so they're having this, the gods are basically voting in a month from now on whether that's allowed to happen or not. And so because of that, they're not allowed to do anything until then because they're scared that it would be too potent. However, it's literally every other page, it's they're getting turned on to each other. So they're how far can we take it without actually doing the deed? And it's just all the time oh, I want you. Oh, don't look at me like that or I'll turn me on. And I'm just okay, I'm really done with that because it's been page after page after page after page of that. Sorry, there's a car parking, so give a girl a sec. So there's already that. Okay, that's already annoying. And then it's just nothing is really happening in this book, and nothing has been happening on this book. They've been on a journey, and they've been on the same journey for a long time, and then something attacks, and they've been on this journey, and it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And by 70%, I'm just kind of done. And so I asked my friend if it was even worth it at the end. And she said that she didn't remember because all the V&V books we're reading are blurring together. But I tried to look at the end, and I just didn't care. And yeah, I could have finished, but it would have been a 2, maybe a 3. And it's just I was really kicking myself because I was you've read so much. Now I am counting it as a read book because I got over 50%, and I think I can give a worthy evaluation of this book. But I guess in my head I was okay, you can't DNF for all these reasons. But then it's but why can't you? Why can't you DNF? Because you also have to think about the fact that if you DNF, you get to start another book. A book that you could potentially enjoy. Do you know how long I've been kicking and dragging my feet reading this book? It's been 2-3 weeks at this point because I just don't want to read it, and hence it's really affected my reading. Now that's not the only thing that's affected my reading. The other things that have affected my reading are going back to work and all of that, because I just don't know how to work-life balance anymore after being off for 2 months. I don't know how to do that. I'm just struggling, and so that has not helped, but this is definitely not either. So I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. But that's to say that I DNF'd. It is what it is. And I don't feel sad about it. So I'm sorry that the vlog had to end this way. But we had some bangers, including my best book of the year, In the Shadows. So we can't be too shabby, okay? And I mean, I loved Us Deadly Few. Or was it Us Deadly Few? What's the second one called? I think Us Dark Few. I can't even remember at this point, but I absolutely loved it. And then Raise Hell, it was what it was. So I would say overall, I feel confident about Villains and Vixens now. I have a plan going forward for what I'm going to read. I'm very excited. I've pre-ordered all that I need to pre-order because at this point pre-orders are basically closed, and I'm excited. So if you got to the end of this video, let's put a twinkle emoji because worthy of fate, twinkle stars, all that. And thank you so much to my patrons that support me each and every day. If you're ever interested in joining my Friends Themed Patreon, where we do exclusive content, extra readathons, sprints, all the things, polls, the fun stuff, getting to vote on my TBR, then you can join in the link underneath the video. Make sure to follow me on all social media handles at rainybluereads. And with that, my friends, I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.